Sorry about that. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Slight microphone issue this morning. Again, for some reason, the new version of OBS shows no levels, and then I have to stop and start it, and then it sort of works anyway. So let me check and make sure nothing broke. Again, for some reason, the new version of OBS audio sounds awesome. All right, cool. All right, so let's get some Kerbal up and running. We're going to do some Kerbal. We're going to try to get some supplies going from the Mun base versus shipping them out to the Mun all the time. And I think my music is slightly too high for my taste. See if I can't tone that down a little bit here. Alright. Let's get the game going. There's the game. And yes, I know. Let's get the microphone right. Cool? Maybe? Maybe? There we go. Alright. Alright. Make sure everything's right. Oh, no. We are not doing this correctly. Need to... Maru, how you doing? Do that. There we go. Alright. Oop. Beverage time. Sweet. Did you ever get your rocket to the Mun there, Maru? I know that was kind of a shotgun example. No? Bummer. It takes practice. It's just not, you know, willy-nilly sort of stuff. Alright, so let's see what's happening in our little world here. So first of all, alright, so in 3 days we have the Mariner. It's going to be on its merry little way. My KSP doesn't start anymore. Uh-oh. Take, if it's PC, and you have a save game file, save it, reload KSP, reinstall it, and then that way you won't lose all your progress. Alright, so what I want to do here. So 3 days we got that going on. Alright, then we have something in 49 days. So... let's see how we're doing on 4 years of habitation. Nice. Do we have anyone in trouble? 136 days. Alright, I think I have... so, we have some stuff going. MFB 107. Alright, so we got that all covered. Alright, so... this is something that I wanted to double check. So at the main base, at the MFB... the heck is it? What? Oh, there it is. My eyes are playing tricks on me. As what I want to do is I want to see if I can set up rudimentary supply production. Not colony supplies, just basic supplies. Colony supplies are like the top-end stuff. So let me go and make sure I have resources. There we go. So to do supplies, according to this, to do supplies, you have to go, you need fertilizer and water. And that makes supplies. And then after the Kerbals eat it, it becomes mulch. So, under my impression, you need, you know, water. Okay, you need water. But you also need to make fertilizer out of gypsum. Well, I discovered, I think, so I want to make sure I have an ore supply here, because I think I discovered something. Alright, so we have ore here. Cool. So, check this out. Someone told me in the forums that you can make fertilizer from ore. And I said, shut up. And I went and checked. I said, if that's the case, then I can make fertilizer and have it shipped over. But evidently, only the small ISRU can make fertilizer from ore. I went, okay, that's weird. So, I wanted to verify that. So if we go down to utility, so here's the large one. And, you know, so it makes oxidizer, it makes... oh. No way. So you can make material kits out of ore as a built-in smelter. I wonder what's doing that. I wonder if that's MKS doing that. That is so cool. That is really, really cool. Alright, makes that, right. Monopropellant, right. Liquid fuel, right. Oh, it makes liquid hydrogen. Okay, so big one makes material. Oh, that is so cool. Now on the small one, it does material kits too. I didn't know that. Monopropellant, liquid fuel oxidizer, liquid fuel, oxidizer, and fertilizer. So you can take ore and electric charge, and it'll make 9 fertilizer every hour. So I want to come up with a way of... So what is the... Required cooling 100. Okay. So I wonder if I can make this an all-in-one sort of package, and we'll do a ground construction 3D printing of it. That should be kind of cool. Let's go over the SPH. So all we have to do is get this to the MFB, tie it in, and then it has access to the ore, turn it on, and it'll start making fertilizer. Cool. Then all we have to do is figure out the water, and then we're making supplies. And I do have hydrates, and hydrates has to be converted. We'll figure that out. But let's get the one thing going here. So let me just do a rudimentary idea here. So I was thinking, what is the power requirements? Power. So it needs 15 electrical a second. Wow. What is the... Well, I have a reactor there, but still. We'll go to power. The large fuel cell does 18 a second. All right, 18 a second versus... $15 a second. Oh, that's the wrong one. So it needs 30 a second. Okay. So for every one of these, I need 2 large fuel cells. Okay, so I won't try to self-power it. But, alright, so the idea I was going for was like 4 of these, kind of a 2x2 sort of thing. Kind of something like this. Something kind of small. Alright, so let's figure out something structural to put this on. I mean, I am becoming a fan favorite of the cradles. So let's grab this. And yeah, okay. And then what if we maybe do some panels? Just trying to see if I can't create kind of a flatbed situation here. That gives us some surface area to attach some stuff. Now, do the panels have... Oh, they do have an auto strut. Yay. Cool. Alright. So, again, I don't need any ore storage. We need some fertilizers. Ooh, that's something I should put on this thing. Let's grab, before I forget about it, let's go and outfit this with... Figure out the right keys to press. There we go. Oh. There we go. And we want to situate this with fertilizer. Next. No. Next. No. Fertilizer, mulch, supplies. Oh, so wait. I already have a supplies there, so I already have a fertilizer. I do. I do. So let's set this up for water. Or... Well, we'll just set it up for something. I don't think I have that there. Alright. How much do those weigh? 0.75. And if we go to battery... Okay, those things actually weigh quite a bit. We're going to want to tie this in. Where'd the... Oh, I know. There, that's what I was looking for. Okay. I'm just looking where my nodes are. Alright, let's go with what I wanted to go. Let's go utility. Let's grab these things. Now... Kinda hoping... What time is it at your place? It's 8:45 a.m. That looks kind of industrial, but still not really digging it. So if I was to do 0845. It is 0845. So it's 8:45 a.m. You said 2400, so I said 0845. If it was 2400 and it was 8:45 p.m., it would be 2045. All right, let's see. Yes, it's Friday. Okay. Maybe that'll work. Alright, let's see if I can get, there should be a node there. Cool. So if I do that... That. Oh, okay. Oh, because they connected to different nodes. Doggone it. Alright, well. Am I creating a drilling apparatus? Actually, is what I'm doing is I found out that these small ore converters actually can produce fertilizer from ore. So what I'm wanting to do is to make a fertilizer converter. I don't know. And I'm just kind of coming up with an idea, that's all. Something that looks kind of industrial, kind of cool-ish. What's fertilizer used for? Fertilizer is used to make supplies. So since I have a life support mod, instead of keep shipping out supplies, I want to be able to make my own. I want to create a self-sustaining base. In other words, it doesn't have to, we don't have to ship supplies. We can make our own and ship those internally on the base. All right, cool. You're not the Mark Watt. Well, I'm not doing any sort of botany. It's just if you want your Kerbals to remain Kerbals instead of become tourists, you have to feed them and keep them happy. That's what the life support does. All right, so you know, it's Plain and Jane. I think that's gonna work. Let's check our center of mass here. Okay, center mass is good. Yeah, if you have the life support mod, if they don't get fed, or if their habitation goes south, by on the easiest setting they become tourists. All right, so that's our converters. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. Then we have our distribution. We don't have any power, so what can we do for power? We also have to put a probe core, and we have to put wheels on this. So, I know what I'm going to do for wheels. Probe core and some batteries. What am I going to do for that? Let's go to structural. Maybe... Is this too big, too long? It is not. Why won't it grab that node? That node taken? Well, okay, let's grab... Okay, that worked. What about this node? Alright, whatever. Is there an easy way to download all your mods? No, not really, because I stopped using CCAN, and I could supply a file for CCAN. I would recommend doing all my mods. I would recommend getting used to the game with bare minimum Kerbal Engineer and MechJeb. That way you have a couple tools to help you do rocketry and help you build your rocket. And I'm not saying I know how to do it. Alright. Is that what I want? No, that's not what I want to do. No. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put some structural elements here so I can build off of this. Oops. And I think I want to do this. And then once you get used to the game with a couple of mods, then go, hey, you know, I think I would like that. So I want to install that. I used to use CCAN exclusively. I still think CCAN is a great mod managing tool. The problem I ran into is that some mod authors don't support it. for whatever reason. At the time anyways. So that might have changed. So let's see here. I need to get that in the center. I can't tell if it's in the center or not. That is not in the center. That is now the center. Alright. Alright, so then what we're going to do now is, I like to do it this way. Since I'm going to drive this, so to say, I need a probe core. So I'm going to put, and then I might want to get rid of the probe core. So I'm going to put it on a decoupler. And that way I can decouple it and get rid of it. Just as a failsafe. Now in order to do that, again, I can't put the probe core on here because it's a radial thing. So then I go back to structural. As I figure out where that is. And I put one of these right here. Then I can put my probe core. I don't need the big one, I just need the little one. Probably don't even need that, to be honest with you. We'll probably go with this one. Make sure we get it on the right way. Where's the writing at? Yeah, it's backwards. There we go. Alright, and then is what we can do is bring it down a little bit. I think that'll work. I'll make sure it's not clipping. Yeah, so if you're still relatively new to KSP, like I still am relatively new, even though I've been playing it for almost 2 years. I'm still exploring what I can and can't do. Install stuff that'll help you have fun with the game, not make it look pretty and give you a lot of parts to confuse. Alright. So I'm gonna drive this. I'm gonna need batteries. Alright, so we'll just need a couple batteries here. Where's the batteries at? Okay, those hold 400. Those hold 1,000. That's crooked. Just trying to get it nice and even. That's all. I am building a fertilizer producer. I need to make fertilizer. And these little units will take ore and convert them to fertilizer. Ah, I know what I need. I know what I need. I know what I need. I need this. It's not very elegant, not very fashionable, but it's gonna do the job. So we got power, we have a probe core. So just in case we have communication problems, let's make sure we get an antenna on this. Okay. We don't have any power generation. So we're gonna do a couple of RTGs, I think. I hate to use them, they're expensive. They're very expensive. JantG007, thank you so much for that follow. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. How am I going to launch this? Oh, I'm not going to launch it. That's right. We're going to 3D print it. I plumb forgot how we're going to do that. Okay, I still need some power generation. I have an idea. I have an idea. Let's do... So let's see here. This right here is a power coupler, receives power from nearby power distribution units, which we have one. It has a range of 500 meters. This one does the same thing, but has a range of whoa, that thing's huge. Oh. How much does it weigh? Hardly anything. Alright. So this is how we're going to get power to this. I don't know where I want to put it. Alright, let's put it right here for right now. Somewhere. Right there. Let's bring it down here. I guess I can't bring it down there. And... So we got power storage, we have power, we get power, we have communication. How's our center mass? I checked the center mass because if I need to do anything with this, I want to make sure we're balanced. That's pretty close. Hey, how you doing, Kuma? Kulima, sorry. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so let's put wheels on it because we're gonna have to drive it. So for something like this, and this weighs 9 tons almost. Let's see what these look like. Uh-oh. Oh, how did I do this last time? Oh, last time I had... Alright, so I'm gonna have to fashion some sort of a rail system here. Oops. Alright, let's put this back. Alright, we can do that. So let's do the same thing I did last time. So let's grab this. Oh, I want to do that. Not that. It's too big. Now, what do I want to do with this? I'm trying to figure out how to get myself some sort of a structural piece so I can get some wheels. Alright, yeah, that's not gonna work. Yes, the Curse website is still active for mods as far as I know. That's where I got RCS Build Aid from. Alright, so what happens if then... Ooh, can I put these on in mirror? Nope. How about radial? Nope. Alright, can't do it. I guess. Now we do wheels. Can I put these on in symmetry? Radial? No? Oh, wait. Fine. Page doesn't load for me for some reason. A particular IE needed? I don't know. Alright, so let's get rid of this. Oh, this is gonna... Why did that go on in symmetry? So, I need to understand why, because I don't want to have to put 4 wheels on and adjust them each time. Well then, let me try... Let me try this again. And then do this. Okay, so now if I try to do this in mirror, see, now we get mirror. Weird. Oh well, still works, I suppose. Then we can take our wheels. Wheels and symmetry. Alright. Oh, no. Those are not in... Oh, that's in radial. My bad. There you go. Now we get mirror. No. They still went on in radial. Oh, that's because those went on in radial. Oh. Well, that's weird. Alright, hang on. I have an idea. No, go back. No, go back. I just want the antenna, please. Thank you. Huh. All right. Weird. Not at all what I wanted. Jeez. That's all I wanted to do. Alright. Alright, so since that works there, can I put it back here? Excellent. Alright, so a little overkill on what I wanted to do, but for some reason I couldn't get wheels to work. Okay, that's going to, I guess, be okay. Yeah, because, well, alright. Hope it works. Okay, there's our wheels. Let's we're gonna call this Munfert converter. Forgot to spell fertilizer. Hey Rick, how you doing? Let's save that. Let's see if we can drive it. I think I'm going to have to invert that one. Now, did I do the other side? I did. Alright, save it. Alright, let's see if it drives. You're doing good? Excellent. Always good to hear. Ooh, excuse me. Ah, good stuff. Alright. Uh-oh, that's not good. So, why'd that give out like that? Seems upside down, you say? Could be. Vertiver. So why... You're right. The wheels are upside down. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. So that means take those off. See if we can just the little hinge pieces at top. Well, that's unfortunate. They seem pretty level. I mean, I don't need anything. Oh, I don't need anything fancy. I just need it to hold long enough to get it to where it's gonna go, and it ain't gonna go far. Alright, let's see. Because we're not gonna put this on a rocket, we're not gonna land it, we're gonna use a mod called ground construction that I'm dubbing 3D printing. And it's gonna produce it on the surface of the Mun. Works pretty cool too. We've already done two things. Takes material kits to make it. Cool. Alright. Whoa. Alright, so if we turn left, that's wrong. Left. Backwards, though. There we go. Alright, cool. That's all I needed. Nothing fancy. The only thing we don't have is this power generation. That's our only power generation. Hopefully it works. So, wait a minute. Which way was the front again? So, I need to... I'll just re-invert everything there because I'll never remember. The front is the red. Front is red. Alright, and the red is... They're both inverted. Alright, so let's revert. And... Here's red. This is the front. We want to make sure... Okay, those are inverted. Okay, they're inverted. I guess I uninverted them. Alright, so let's save it. So we do have to do a rocket launch. Do we? Do we? We should. Yeah, I have to. Alright, so let's go back to the VAB. We already have something we can launch. We just have to redesignate it. So let's go into the VAB. I forgot what I called it. It's a do-it-yourself, I think. Mun-based do-it-yourself. Alright, that's what I called it. Makes sense. So, Mun-base. Alphabetical. So we're going to load this one up. I'm going to go in here, change this. The SPH. And we're looking for Mun base fertilizer converter doohickey thing. Mun base. What did I call it? Just Mun fertilizer. I forgot what I called it. What did I call it? I have to check because I forgot. Mun fertilizer. Alright. I get it. There it is. That's what we wanted to make. Okay. A little bit smaller than what was before. Staging looks fine. Alright, so we're going to call this third. Alright, let's put this on the launch pad, make sure no Kerbal sneaking on board. I'm going to be a little bit more precautionary here. We're going to put an antenna. And we're going to put a few solar panels. I'm looking for... something like that. That should work. Alright. So what this is, this container is what I call my 3D printing. So it has the blueprint. We just have to get this container with the blueprint to a certain location. And then we have a workshop that will take that blueprint and they'll start making it. Pretty cool. And when we make it, then we'll have that vehicle and we'll have the means to be able to take ore that the base can get. And once we plug this into the base, we'll be able to convert that ore into fertilizer. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and launch this. Probably could have made that a little bit more slim. That's okay. Then we get the fertilizer. Then all we have to do is figure out how to convert the something. We have to convert hydrates into water, and I do have hydrates. That's probably going to take an agricultural building. I have to figure out which one it was or is. We're going to configure it again. We'll put it in a container and then we'll manufacture it up on the moon again. So we do have to do a rocket launch, but we don't have to do an elaborate lifter to get something really heavy. We just have to get the container that has the blueprint. Now I'm using their lifter just to get used to the mod. I can probably make my own. Let's get ready to deploy this. A little too early. That's okay. Alright. Coming up on burn time for circularization here. So we're going to need 1395 to circularize. We only got 913 left here. So we're going to borrow a little bit from that stage. Putting that 3D scanner to work very cool. Yeah, it works really cool. So we've already built an entire refinery. We also built a secondary truss that had additional inflatable modules on it. So it works pretty good. Doing F5, you just need to have material kits. So I had shifted the priority of what I wanted to produce from supplies to material kits because I figured if I can make material kits, then I can make pretty much anything I needed up on the MUN as long as I supply these kits. So again, this and this is 2 parts from the mod. These are 909s, and this is all stock. And Scatterer really does a nice... Look at that. Looks like a storm. Weird looking storm. Like an Illuminati storm. Alright, here comes our burn. So we need 856. So we have enough in this stage. But we will not have enough to capture, so we'll have to use this and then we'll use our lifter. Then our lifter's got 1400, so we're gonna be fine. Alright, so we're on the way to the MUN. And so what I'm gonna do is drop a maneuver node here. Because our current trajectory is gonna put us right smack in the middle of the MUN. And I just wanna get our MUN periapsy to around 40. Alright. That's going to cost 20. It's all good. Now, I do have the stock game ComSat enabled, but I only have one deep space network. I only have KSC, I don't have the other ground stations enabled, so in order for this to work around Kerbin, I actually have a synchronized satellite system set up so they can bounce the signal off, and I also set up one around the MUN. It was very difficult until after the Apollo program was over that I kept losing satellites on the dark side. Ooh, eclipse. I think I'm going to turn the eclipses off. I don't know. There's Duna. There's Jewel. Elu. Alright, so that's over. You've put some work into your setup. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Alright, so we got that done. Whoa. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab an orbit here. I have this mod here for when I get stuff to... See, I can do the same thing here. I use this for when there's too much clutter. That's all. Is this a science mode game or sandbox? This is career. I pretty much always do career. Occasionally I might do a sandbox to test something out, but usually I'll just test it out in career, and then I'll just make a copy of my save game. That way, if, you know, if something breaks, I don't ruin my career. Yeah, I know there's a circuit. I just like to do it myself. Very dark. Okay, now it's not so dark. Yeah, I mean, you know, MechJeb has one too. There's Precise Node that has it. I just primarily have this mod because if it gets too cluttery and I can't get to what I want to pull, I can do it here. I think that's because I'm an old man. I don't have good surgical skills when it comes to the finer points. Okay, that's where we're going right there. So on the halfway mark, right about here, we're going to do our inclination change and put on the brakes a little bit. So we have only 55 delta V. Well, that, okay, fine. I restarted a science game with 1.2, came out. I have 3 more 1K tech objects to unlock, and then I was going to start a career game. You've put a lot of work in though, so many objects are, yeah, there's a, well, it's a, I'm running 2 careers. I have a progressive historical. So there's nothing historical about this particular rocket launch, but yesterday we did Pioneer 10, I think. We did Skylab 3 and 4, and I think we have a Mariner. Yeah, we have Mariner 9 in one day. So, in conjunction with the historical stuff, I do my stuff, time permitting. I don't know if that makes any sense. Alright, so we need 118. We don't have enough, but we're going to have to just do a stage. So all this stuff in orbit, most of it should be... So there's the Apollo 17 ascent module. There's the Apollo 11, Apollo 15. So it's remnants of Apollo. Plus there's some Luna stuff out there. Scan set. Hang on, let me do this burn over. Let me do this burn. I mean, there might be another one. I just know ScanSat, you have to scan a planet and then I use it. So if I come out here and I press my ScanSat button, this is the small map, and then you can get a big map. And then you can change the map type to biomes. I've never used the biome map, so it'll give you all that information down there. Yep. You have to scan the planet though. You have to put like I have, where is it? So this right here, I put in a polar orbit, and you have to scan it, and it takes, you know, takes a little bit of time. All right, I should pay attention to my rocket here. All right, so where are we at? We're right there, and actually I want to target that. And then we're gonna put on the brakes here a little bit more. I don't need that anymore. Also, it's got a really cool instrument window here that it shows you slope and altitude, holds a whole bunch of really nice information all in one neat little package. The one thing I haven't figured out is how to use their targeting as a waypoint, or even how to move the waypoint. I mean, to remove it. I know how to move it. All right. So I'm going to put on the brakes, get lined up with the target. What am I doing? I'm landing on the moon. What are you doing? We're delivering a blueprint box or something that we're going to construct on the surface of the moon versus delivering it to the moon, which is a much heavier object. Oops, I need to get rid of that. There we go. So I'm just setting up some maneuver nodes to slow us down, line us up for our landing. Alright, that's going to cost $295, and we have $11.79. That's where we're going, right there. So this is what I call the MUN Fabrication Base, or the MFB. This is the central resource collection center. And then we collect all the resources here, and we take the raw resources, refine them into something, and then use those to either make something or to make something out of something. So we do something here. Alright. So let's go ahead and finish this burn. Put on SAS, face that way. Let's do an F5. Let's put on the brakes some more. Good enough. So we're 18, 19 up is what I'm going to do here is accelerate. We'll do an F5, accelerate some time a little bit here. How are we doing on time, by the way? 1 day, 3 hours. All right. Watching you makes me miss MechJeb and making do with simply engineer. I just do it for the mundane stuff. I can launch rockets just fine. So we have 753, and again, to take any craft and land it on the moon, you need 600, so we're going to cut it close, but we'll be fine. So what I want to do is kill our horizontal velocity here as much as possible. So we drop pretty much down on top of it. Oh, wrong way. So let's do an F5 here. And then let's get this down to about 5,000. All right, 6,000. So we're 4,600 meters off the ground. We have some descent velocity that I'm going to try to kill here. Okay, we still have 542 delta V. We're 3,800 meters off the ground. I'm going to use RCS here to push us closer to our target. There. Alright, rendering range for the base, 2.3 kilometers. I mean, the game freezes while it renders in all that stuff. Oh, that's scary. Whoa! Alright, stop doing that. Now, there's no landing struts on this. We're just going to get to a certain point, and we're going to kind of hover. I could figure out what I'm doing here. There we go. So we're using the MechJeb translation tool to kill our horizontal speed. We're going to get nice and hovery mode here. And this I want to drop right over here anyway, so we're just going to start descending. And again, I want to put this in a certain spot, so to say. So we're going to use RCS again to say that we want to put this right about there. Are you going to bring it back? Again, this is a container that holds a blueprint for something that's going to take ore from the mud and convert it to fertilizer that I'm going to use to make supplies. So this will not be, this is just a simple lander with a container, and so once we land, we're going to start converting this. They're going to start taking the blueprint and making something out of it, and then this will just get detached and will get cleaned up. It'll get deleted. May I ask you, what is the mod that shows the nav ball and the icon? It is called Nav HUD. It's listed in my mod list. Nav HUD. It's a pretty cool mod. Helps with docking and whatnot. Except for I don't have sunglasses. Nice slow descent, little pinpoint landing here. Yeah, it helps for docking. I use it to dock. I'd use the nav ball, but I use this sometimes when I'm trying to find the orientation because, you know, because it's so way out there, your target, sometimes knowing where it is, like, you know, way out there helps me. Docking's hard. No one should say docking is easy, unless you're a real astronaut. Are you a real astronaut? Alright, we still have 250 delta V, plenty of delta V to do this. Let's go ahead and slow our descent here a little bit. Again, no landing gear, we're just going to land. It's actually pretty flat here. Again, if I bring up ScanSat and use the little tool, you can see that our slope here is pretty non-existent. Pretty flattish. That's a word. Flattish. Cool, touchdown. I said that. Alright, so we're going to turn off RCS, turn on SAS. Let's do an F5 right here. That'd be a deadly landing without the translate. Well, you know, I can land, I just can't pinpoint land it. It is pretty hard. It takes, you know, a lot of skill, which I don't have. So this is a cool tool. See, you can, with ScanSat, since you scan the Earth, the Mun, sorry, it'll tell me that here I have a very low degree. Now, from what I understand, if you try to mine something that's less than 5%, you won't get any return. So this would be not a good spot for ore. Good thing for alumina, whatever that is. Dirt, ooh, I can dig up dirt here. Exotic metals, too low. Gypsum's okay. So pretty cool tool. Cool tool. All right. So what we're going to do here is we are going to detach the container. And then we're going to just deposit this thing over here. We're going to thank it very much for its service. DigiCool, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. And then I'm just going to come in here and do a rename somewhere. Or we're just going to let it explode. Oh, we lost an engine. That's fine. Again, I have no other use for this. We're just going to mark this as debris, and the game will clean it up once we get a physics range. So now we go to the base. That's our container. And as what we do is we go to the base, and I'm going to use we're going to use the logistics module. We go to, okay, I don't need all that up. We go to the construction window, and we say, let's see if I can give you guys a, we say deploy, and the box, see, it kind of grows the size of, okay, I was hoping it was going to go flat-ish, but oh well. Alright, so we're gonna add this to the construction queue. Right here it tells you that it's going to need 5,010 material kits, which I have. And we're going to add this to the queue, and we're going to say construct it. And I don't know why it tells me that, so let's delete it from the queue. Let's try here. Unless I don't have an engineer in here. Who do I have? I have, oh, that's my pilot. That's right. Okay, so that makes sense. Alright, so we'll go here. We'll do the same thing. Construction window. Okay, I don't need that window anymore. Add that. So right here, it's going to take 38 days, 1 hour, 42 minutes, and so many seconds to construct that. Perfect. So sure, I could actually build that in the editor. I can put a rocket underneath it and get it here, but that would cost more money to where I brought a little tiny craft, and now we're just going to make it out of parts. So when you're in your career mode, cost is pretty important. Long time no see, Gamer Circle. The base sure has come a long way since you started it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're getting to where we're making stuff, and the base is supplying the stuff. So it's all about the stuff. So what I'm going to do is, to make sure I don't miss this, I'm going to go to Kerbal Alarm Clock. We're going to add, and we're going to call this MFB. That's my acronym for the base. Hope it's not an hope that's not an acronym that's bad. I don't care. And we're going to call this, this is our MUN-FERT converter. Alright. And we want to set this for 38 days, 1 hour, and I'm going to say, oh wait, 38 days, 1 hour. Okay, I'm just going to say 40 minutes. So I'm going to have this alarm clock go off earlier than the actual, that way I know something's coming up. Pretty cool. Then we just close that, and we can close this. And then if we want to check on it, we can actually come up here. We should see, there it is. Oops. Pretty cool. So when it's constructed, I have to take an engineer over there and say launch, and as what it does is the container goes away and the object shows up. There's a little bit of a game lag as it's doing that, and it doesn't construct, it just spawns it. Okay, so that's going to be our first. Now see, like I said, we're going to take that, we're going to plug it into the network here somewhere, and it needs ore. So I should, there's supplies, there's material kits, and nope. Nope. Oh wait, did that say ore? It did not say ore. Okay, I could have swore I had ore here. There it is. So see, I have a source of ore right here, and as what this ore comes from is it comes from our planetary logistics. So ore-wise, I have 576,340. I have a lot of ore, but we only see this because there's not a demand for it. Once the dart's demanding it, you'll see this go up and down, and it'll pull from there. So cool. So that takes care of the fertilizer for the supplies. So we're going to make fertilizer from the ore. Now we have to find... Now, do I have a balloon here for hydrates? Get out of the way. Okay, now you get out of the way. I don't see hydrates. Okay, I don't have hydrates. But I do have a spare. I can repaint this. I just have to figure out how to, which one I need. And where do I want to put it? If I put it here, that means I close off this truss. And I'm going to consolidate all this stuff too. So where do I want to put it? I guess I need another truss. Well, if I bring out another truss, then I can hook the truss to here. Let's do that. Let's just, we're going to fly out another container for a truss. So another rocket launch. Cool. Alright, so let's do a F5 here. So we'll go into the VAB. We'll find the last truss, which was, I think, called Mun Truss 2 or something like that. Not very creative on my names. Mun Base Truss 2nd. So we're going to make this the 3rd. And I have hydrates being dug. I just need to get them to... oops. I just need to get them to... there. Yeah, there. So it'll be another 3D print job. Sweet. Alright, so let's load up. What's it called again? Mun Base Truss. So setting up a base, it's kind of exciting on this side because you're starting to see stuff come together. You start seeing things produced because of, you know, drilling and mining and stuff like that. But might not be too exciting over there unless you're wanting to do something similar. Then you can kind of learn from this. Mun Base Truss. Mun Base Truss. Oh, that's in the SPH. Do I not have something in the VAB? Oh, no, that makes sense, Let's not do it. Oh, okay, yeah, because we're going to 3D print. Okay, so let's go to the SPH, alter that truss, because we didn't launch on a rocket, that's why there's no rocket here. In Mun Base we trust. Hey, boss, how you doing, man? Alright, so, kind of forgot the process here. Alright, so again, we're gonna go Mun Base Truss 2nd. There it is. And this is my truss. This is a bunch of mini trusses with some flex tubes. It's got some battery storage. And these are what's important to get stuff back and forth. So one of these I need to change. I'm gonna lock. No. I need this one to be, what do I need again? Hydrates, right? Yeah, hydrates become water. And I've been told that's the slower way to do it, but I'm going to learn the hard way. So let's find the hydrates. There they are. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's lock that one. Zero all this out. Okay, and then this one, whatever it is, we're just going to lock it. So no resources go to this. Oops, wrong one. Hello. Oh, my bad. Looking on the wrong thing. Now, if you have an engineer and you have one of these things that's designated incorrectly, you can actually have him repaint it. So you notice these have got numbers on them. See that says 10 and 8. As long as you know what number you need to change it to, you can just have an engineer repaint it, and then it becomes the thing you need. So we're going to call this 3rd. Save that. And that's all we need. So now, we'll go back over to the VAB. And we're going to take that blueprint, load it into another container, and shoot that container off to the moon, just like we did. So now we're going to be, you know, constructing a couple things. Sure, it's a rocket launch, but it's not going to be as big as a rocket launch. The fuel requirements are much less. It's cheaper. It's cool. And I've paid back my loan because I borrowed twice. So I paid it back. So it looks like I'm kind of broke. So I might have to do another loan. All right, so let's load up. Oops. One base. So that one I can afford, that I can't. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a loan. I need one base, do it yourself. Third, and this will become the fourth. I'm gonna load this up. In fact, I'm gonna take the fairing off. Okay, and we want to rename. We're gonna call this fourth. Any missions active then? Active then when? Select vessel. SPH. I just did a mission. I'm looking for... Oh Christ, I forgot what it's called. Mun base truss. Mun base truss. Third. That's it. Okay, so it grew a little bit. Now, can we tweak this down? We can. All right. Can we tweak it down a little more? Is that... That's not too small. No, I think it's fine. So then, now our fairing will look a little bit better. A little bit. Earning some money. Actually, yeah, the money earning is going to come in, and I'm trying to figure out how to do a better fairing here. Oh well, that's a little bit better. I have science contracts that are pretty easy. They don't cost anything because I've already sent my probes there, and I just collect the money in the science. So right now is what I do is I take out loans and I pay them back. So I'm going to borrow 5 mil. So basically I use the cheat menu. I say give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mil. I'm going to pay it back. So the money, another source of money is these minerals that I'm collecting on the Mun. It's free money. I just have to bring it to Kerbin and recover it. When I recover it, you'll get whatever it's worth in the game. I'm not ready to do that. So basically what I do is I design a rocket that could launch from the Mun, get to Kerbin, and safely land with a storage container. So I'll need a heat shield and some parachutes and stuff like that. But I think after we land this, I'll go ahead and accelerate the time, and we'll do our Mariner 9 burn, and then we'll check. Actually, let's check right now. Let's see how. Or a space plane. I do rockets. I don't know how to do planes. I don't think anyone wants to sit here and watch me utterly failure at try to make. This is false, by the way. So habitation is good. I think we're good. Just want to see if there's any surprises in here. I don't see any surprises. Cool. Yeah, I don't know how to make planes. I've been very enthralled and very satisfied with rockets. The closest I come to a plane is the space shuttle. So again, since this is a progressive historical career, As you can see, we have, if you're looking them up, we have Mariner 9, Veneria 7, Pioneer 10. We have Skylab 4. So we're right in between. We're going to be doing the Mir space station, shuttles. So we got some exciting stuff coming up. So this isn't exciting, I get that, but for me it's kind of cool because all this money I borrowed and been paying it back, I'm going to be able to make a lot more money from all the, you know, off-world mining I'm doing. And I'm going to take what I learned from this and duplicate it on Duna. And it won't cost me nearly as much because I'll be able to make everything on the Mun and launch from there. The only thing I'll need are Kerbals. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to do we have to do a Kerbal training flight. I need a Kerbal training flight. What I mean by that is I need to take some Kerbals to Minmus, plant a flag, so we get some level 2 Kerbals. You get a level 3 Kerbal if you pop outside the sphere of influence and come back into Kerbin, they'll become level 3s. So how I'm going to do Duna, or Mars, is I'm going to take elements from The Martian and from, I don't know if anyone's seen the Mars TV series that was on A&E or History Channel, to where, so in The Martian they sent a bunch of stuff ahead of time. So they land, they got a shop to set up, they're ready to go to work. Similar into Mars, except for they had a little bit better technology, just because it was filmed differently. So when they needed parts and stuff like that, they had a large-scale 3D printer, and that's what I'm using ground construction for. So if I send a bunch of supplies ahead of time, I can use ground construction to start setting up the infrastructure without any Kerbals. I can put things into place, and then once I get them basically in place, then we send out Kerbals. And again, we're going to have habitation ready. We're going to have supplies there. We're going to have everything ready so when the Kerbals get there, you know, they don't, you know, die. 2036, yeah. It's actually a good series. I enjoyed it. I don't know. You know, I like how they switched. So half of the episode would be the story. They're telling the drama of getting to Mars, setting up shop, having a colony, and talking to real people in 2016-17 about what we have right now and what we want to do and stuff like that. I went, oh, that's cool. It was really cool. So since I'm new to the MKS mod, I thought I would test it out on Mun because, you know. Hey, Gaming with Saber, how you doing, man? All right, let me get this burn set up here. And let me give a shout out to a fellow rocket jockey.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
holy Christ.
A fellow rocket jockey has entered the stream.
Yeah, I did.
Please click the supplied link and give them a follow.
Give them a follow.
This is not a command.
Link's right there.
Just consider it a moral imperative. And know you have made the correct choice.
You know, just a launch after launch to the Mun. We're getting, the base is getting there. It actually is making stuff. It's producing material kits that we're using for the 3D printing, the ground construction mod. We're now setting up some stuff to where I found out last night that the small ISRU can actually take ore, which I have a lot of, and can convert it into fertilizer. So with fertilizer, that's half the journey of start making my own supplies, just the normal supplies. So hopefully I can, we need 857, we got that, all right. And then once I start producing supplies, then I can start dropping supply warehouses at all my drill sites, and that when the Kerbals need supplies there, they just pull it from the warehouse. And that means all those supply drop vehicles, I can actually transfer the supplies and get rid of those parts. You'll be starting your mining of your base tonight as well. Finally starting to make fuel. Oh, yes. All right, so we're on our way. All right. Little course correction here. Too high of an orbit. Whoa, too low an orbit. Too high. Alright, do that. That's really cool, gaming. It's awesome. I mean, with the stock game, you could do role-playing like you're setting up a colony, and you could set up your own timetables of resupplies and stuff like that. But to have a mod to keep track of that for you so you can enjoy the gaming experience versus the, you know, intricacies and calculations and stuff like that. And plus, if you have a Kerbal that, you know, goes without for too long, they turn into a tourist, so you have to do something about that. I think actually my tourists are actually going to stay tourists forever because they became tourists in a previous version of life support, and I don't think they can be fixed within the game mechanics. Alright. So I'm going to try it. Somebody pointed out, I just want to do it once or twice, that if I come over here, like this, and somebody told me there's a circularization. Is that this button? Or is it not on here? Nope, that doesn't do it. So I might not have it here. So if I go here, what are we looking for? Orbit info? No. All right, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. It's a different view, I think. Alright. Trying to figure out which one it is. That's actually some pretty good information. So, orbit tools? Oh, that makes sense. Alright, so that would be the circularization. Oh, look at that. Wow. Alright, cool. And this allows you to... What does that do? Oh, is it apoapsy versus periapsis? Maybe? Alright. Andy, sorry you must already said this, but I'm at work and sometimes I can't listen. That's some kind. What is the mod you're using for the colonies? MKS. It's a Rover Dude mod. MKS. And no, I did not say that. I did mention life support. So there's colonization, which allows you to do the warehousing, dig up stuff, and turn stuff into other stuff. That's MKS. That's colonization. That comes with drills and warehouse functionality and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you want life support, that's a different mod. MKS comes with a Caribou rover. It comes with construction stuff. It comes with all the habitation stuff. All sorts of stuff. It's a big mod. Life support's separate. Okay. Cool. Well, I didn't want to do that. Alright. Let's get that saved. Let's put that back. I feel like I cheated. Oh. Wow, it's really dark. Okay, that's our target. So we only have... Oh, we have 338. We got more fuel. Oh, it's a lighter load. That's why. So 338, we can get lined up a little bit here. There we go. Alright, so if anyone knows this tool, this precise maneuver, is there a way to have this reflect my maneuver node? So as you can see right now, on the right hand side is the retrograde, but that's not true here. Or is this just the, you know, kind of the default setting? Just curious. Alright, let's do that. That's going to cost $135. Not to my knowledge, no. Alright. All good. Okay, my chat kind of died, so I'm going to relaunch chat here. I found that confusing too. Yeah, it's, you know, it's cool, don't get me wrong. I think it's a great mod. Because, see, when you have a cluttered thing and you're trying to go in here and grab something, especially when you're trying to do a rendezvous, this is pretty cool. And I know this mod existed, it's just that I just would complain that me and maneuver nodes don't get along. Oh. Alright, so let's see here. So if I pull it... Oh. Okay. Let me make another maneuver node. So, this alarm stuff, I don't need that. Is that a setting I can get rid of? Okay, Kerbal Engineer, go away. Kerbal Engineer, go away. Alright. So I have maneuver gizmo, which is that. Orbit tools, okay. Precise input, that's all that. Guess not. Oh well, that's okay. So with this maneuver node here, we're going to put on the brakes a little closer. And again, we have 202, so we're going to use up all 202 of that to slow down as much as we can. Hello, maneuver node, thank you. 234, too much. 204, 203, 202. There we go, close enough. All right, so we'll do an F5 here, and we'll execute that. Oh, have I select? I have not selected that as a target. All right, well, I don't want to do it during this burn though. That's where we're going right there. Don't forget. Oh, I reduced the size, so we. Whoa, that's. I was gonna say we should have 1400 delta V, and we have 707 because I reduced the. Forgot about that. All right, so it's what we want to do here. As soon as this burns over. Okay, we're gonna do that. F5. Get on the retrograde. Go back here. Attach that, and then we want to tighten up. I'm going to slow down again. We just want this to be really close to that. Oh, I don't have a target. Oh. I did not want to do that. I did not want to do what I just did. Time out, okay? I have time. I hope. Alright. So, unfortunately we have to wait for all this stuff. Alright, so where is my... There it is, come on. Yeah, I know. Gotta wait for all this stuff to finish loading. Alright. There we go. Switch to that. That'll get your heart pumping. Oh my god, what did I do? What did I do? Alright, that's fine. Now, I would like to target, not switch. Set as a target, thank you. And once again, we'll do that, do this. No, target, thank you. And we have 524. Cool. Oh, there it is. And we're a little off here, so let's see if we can't fix our trajectory here just a smidge. Cool. And then we're going to have to... So we're 3,000 up. Let's see if we can... Because we're going to fall a little short here. We'll go long. 367. Now, as soon as we get... So we still have a good chunk of orbital velocity here going here, or horizontal. Orbital? We have some forward momentum going on here. Okay, rendering range. Waiting for everything to render. Just went through puberty. Again. Whoa. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's do that. And do that. Okay, let's go this way a little bit. And that's what we're going to do. Is do this. We have that kill our horizontal speed. We're somewhat over the target. We still have 200 delta V here. Start our descent. Alright. Close enough. And then I can use RCS. Because this thing actually has its own little monopropellant, little thrusters. Pretty cool. So I'm going to use monopropellant here to kind of, I want to pretty much put it... Oh, this is a truss, right? Oh, I want to put it over here. That way I don't have to drive it all over the place. Excuse me. So, let's go ahead and descend a little bit faster here. Get a little nervous. So we have 1 minute and 40 seconds of fuel. Gotta speed this up a little bit more. Now, if I don't get it exactly in the right spot, that'll be fine. Because again, it's got wheels it can drive. But I would like to land. Alright, 400 meters. Let's go and start slowing our descent down. Plenty of fuel. Game. Where are you, dude? Weird. Over here is fine. 46 seconds of fuel. Let's go ahead and slow down. Let's kill that. 25 seconds of fuel. Sorry, 32 now. Because we're going to connect this right here when it gets built. 20 seconds of fuel. Alright, still 20 seconds. Nice, easy landing. 14 seconds. And we are here. Do an F5, make sure those are off. And then we're gonna detach the container. Whoa. Alright, that's fine. Where's that? There it is. It should be kind of cool. Again, I don't need it, so. Wow. Little moonquake. Something still survived, so let's go over there. And we're going to mark it as debris. There you go. We want to say, oh, it's got a fuel cell. Wow, this thing's really cool. It has its own built-in fuel cell. Really cool. Because I put an RTG up here because I didn't know. What am I looking for here? Rename, rename, rename. Come on. There you go. And debris. Cool. Now we go back, not to that. We go to the base. And so there's a pilot here, engineer here. This is my PDU. So this also has an engineer, so I should be able to go to construction window and click on this. And we're going to deploy our truss. So you're going to see that thing kind of move a little bit. See? So that's why that's got me nervous. I don't think that's the right way. I think it's going to end up on one set of the wheels. Then we're going to add this to the queue and say construct it. Cool. So this one's going to take 50 days, 1 hour. So again, we're going to add this to a Kerbal alarm clock. Now it does tell you, and if you're doing something, a message will come up. If you're in a time warp, it'll stop your time warp, so it's pretty good. Is the space crane part of the Rover Dude MKS mod? He's got his own crane, his own forklift. You can make your own using Infernal Robotics. They have a whole hinge and pulley and arm system too. So there's a couple different ways. But if you install MKS Construction with a K, has the parts. It has all the parts to do it. But yes, I probably answered that question too many times. Let's add that. We're going to call this again. We're going to call this the MFB. And this is the truss number. What's the actual? 3. Truss 3. All right. And then again, it says 50 days. We'll do the 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's fine. Cool. Close that. Close that. Let's do an F5. All right, so we've done 2 launches. These things won't be ready for, well, 36 days. That'll be the fertilizer conversion. I don't have anything else to do, so we're going to actually accelerate time by 1 hour. So let's go to the Space Center. And when we get there, I have to take a little break. I have to go use the astronaut room. Won't be long, I promise. As soon as we get over here. Alright, ooh, look at that. That's nice. Ooh, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Oh, I can't get rid of that stuff, really? No F2? Oh, bummer. Alright, fine. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright? Okay, I am back. Oops, wrong button. Hit the wrong button. All right, so like I said, we're going to do. We have a burn coming up. I think this is the initial burn for the Mariner 9. I think it's going to Duna. I think this is actually the first Duna Launch. Let's go see. I don't think I have anything at Duna. Oh. I know what I can do before we do this. We can try to go earn some more money. So if we go out to Duna. Duna or Mar... Whoa. I have to turn off the Eclipse stuff. Whoa. Isn't that from 2010? So that's the shadow of Ike being cast. Yeah, the Eclipse stuff is scary. I'm going to turn that off. That's in Scatterer. You don't know how to bring up the Scatterer menu in-game? No, it's super scary. That's not super cool. Anyways. Go back to the Space Center. Let me see if I can figure it out. So if I go to Kerbal Space Program... Alt F11? Well, let me find out. Alt. Sweet. How do... Oh, that's that thing. Atmospheric settings, ocean settings. I don't want to do any of that. No, go away. So I want to... this looks very complicated. I know what this is, though. Map Eve. I don't want that. Toggle. No, I don't want to do that. Hide, maybe. I'll have to get to the main screen and get that menu back somehow. Oh, wait. Maybe I can just do it right here. So, how do I make this go away? Alt F11 again? No? Okay. Yeah, go. It's the one that shows on the home screen. Yep. Let me go there. I counter Scatter with Planet Shine to turn up the dark. Well, they've got an Eclipse option. I don't know if it's ever been there or not, but I didn't uncheck it because I don't remember unchecking it before. All right, so at this screen, as it loads, can I do Alt F? Okay, so no, I don't want to do that, and I think it's this right here. So turn the lens flare off. Alright, so let's try this. I mean, Scatterer has always made the dark side of a planet extremely dark, and I usually counter that by either ambient light or minimum light. And I have Planet Shine installed also too. That's actually, if you get stock visual enhancement, it comes with it. Alright, let's go. First of all, so science data from space around Duna. Can't do that yet. Can't do that. Science data from space around Minmus. I can do that. Surface of Eve. Not yet. And see, we have Mariner 10 and 11 in the hopper. So let's go take care of space science from around Minmus, and then we'll go out to Duna and see how that looks then. So early on in my career, when I was getting these science things, once I got all these science instruments, is what I did is I launched these probes, and their sole purpose was to hang out. Okay, that's still pretty darn dark. All right, we'll check it out here in a sec. So I should have something called a science lander, science scanner. And its sole purpose is for me to do exactly what it says. You know, transmit or recover science from space around Minmus. Now, even if there's no science to transmit, you are transmitting something. It's nothing new. And they're not saying they are not saying transmit new science. They're just saying transmit science. And that's a stock contract. It's nothing, no mod doing that. Alright, so this is our little science scanner. And I'm just going to come right here. We're going to log the temperature. Now, I do have something to transmit here, but if by chance this barometer... Do I have anything else out here? Nope. I think that's got stuff on it too. Yep, alright. We'll just do the temperature. Log it, transmit it. And didn't have to launch a rocket. And look at this. We made 93,000 Kerbal bucks. Score. Alright, let's go check out Duna again and see if it looks creepy. And there we go. And a little pausey. Alright, so the shadow thing's gone. I can live without that. That's fine. Alright, so anyways, what we'll do, let's go back to the Space Center. We're going to accelerate the time. We'll do this Mariner burn. And I don't see anything else, so we might be able to actually fast forward to the first construction, I think, of the fertilizer converter. Let's see if that turns out right. I think it's in the wrong position, but it still may work though. Except I don't have any reaction wheels on that, so to tip it, the only reaction wheel is in that little tiny probe core. All right, let's see here. 1 hour 19 minutes. So we're just going to fast forward time here. Hey, look there. And we'll jump to our Mariner 9. Now, I had a problem with a Pioneer that it was doing the burn, and all of a sudden, halfway through the burn, it freaked out. And the way I fixed it is I removed the maneuver node. Hey, Online Spirit, how you doing? I removed the maneuver node and just made a new one, and instead of waiting for the next efficient burn, I just said burn right now, and that worked fine. Alright, so there's Mariner. Oh, I remember. Oh god, it's been so long since I've looked at these things. Alright, so let's first of all, yeah, see, we're past our burn node. That's weird. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we're going to Duna, right? Mariner 9 Duna. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill this. So Duna is targeted. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up this. No, not that. We're going to say do an advanced transfer. Then we have to pick something else real quick. Oops. And go back. Let's select a plan. What? I thought I had. Oh, it got unselected. There we go. Alright, then we don't want to pick lowest. We want to say as soon as possible. And then we say create the node. And the node's in 19 minutes. So we're going to do an F5 right here. What is our orbit? 85 by 84. We're circular. Alright, so do. Reinstalled my whole PC today and it seems I messed up the backup with the wrong KSP saves. Oh no, Argy. So we need 1085. We have 2012 for our initial burn. So let's do an F5. Argy, I'm really sorry to hear about that. That's why I put all my stuff on a flash drive, just in case. It's right here. It's a small one, 1 gigabyte. All right, so this is the Mariner 9. Again, made from stock to have a close facsimile to what the Mariner looks like. And I think the mission is a flyby. So, transmit space. So we have to get a periapsis below that. And if I have enough fuel, I'll go ahead and grab an orbit. Ooh, are we bouncing here? Where's Autostrut at? Really? Okay, you're kind of freaking me out a little bit. Autostrut 2. Heavy part, okay. Come on. Alright, there we go. You've inspired me. I'm gonna start a career. Cool! Well, I'm glad you're having fun with it. Let's put this back to here. Now, so that's our initial burn to Duna. And what is that? There's our Duna and oh, that's Pioneer 10 on its way to Jewel. I got scared. I thought our burn was bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this escape, so it's gonna take 3 more days. And again, if we go to Kerbal Engineer, I got so much information here. If we go to Kerbal Engineer, so we don't have anything happening for 36 days. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get this out of the sphere of influence so we can set up another course correction maneuver node. So we're gonna warp to here. And do I not have an antenna? Do I just have the relay antenna? Really? Okay. Weird. Are we done warping? We're done warping. So I really don't have an antenna? There it is, it's right there. Alright. We have some science, so when this thing gets to Duna, we'll start being able to transmit science from Duna. And again, it's free money-ish. That's a word, money-ish. Alright, so let's do an F5 here. Money-ish. Alright, so and then what we're going to do here is we're just going to wait for this to get all the way out. Then we're going to do a quick... How far is that out? That's 58 minutes out. So we'll add this maneuver node. And let's go check Duna. Let's see what our approach is. I think we want to be on the other side. Yep, we want to come in on the other side. So if I... Cool tool. Whoa, too far. Oh, trolled by Ike. Oh, we're getting trolled. Alright, so we're going to have to fix that. So we're going to burn this. It's a very small burn that's going to happen in less than an hour. We have limited probe control because we're in warp. Yeah, I'm pretty much thinking that once we get closer to Duna, I don't think Ike is going to be such a problem like it is right now. Alright. Now let's set up the real course correction. This was just to, you know, get us in the neighborhood. Let's go back. And some lag. And so I'm going to pick about halfway. Make a maneuver node. And let's go take a look at Duna again. Whoa. A lot of information. And, so we're supposed to get a periapsis below 150? Where's that? Below 1.5 million. That's, well, let's see here. Can we alter this so we get untrolled? Let's see what happens. Oh. Oh, below. Okay, so 228 will work just fine. But let's see. Can we avoid? How do I do that with? Oh, wrong way. I want to make this smaller. Nope. So we're gonna get trolled no matter what. Alright, so let's just leave that out there. Very small burn again. And then what we'll do is we'll add this to Kerbal Alarm Clock, because this is going to happen in 124 days. Add, we're going to say, course correction. I'm going to pad it by 10 minutes. Alright, doing F5. We're doing some stuff here. I don't know. And then let's get rid of Kerbal Alarm Clock. Let's go back to the Space Center. All right. Just add another maneuver in. Yeah, I can do that. I'll just wait till I get that one done because, like I said, if Ike moves out of the way because of the 100 plus days, then I'm gonna have to do another one regardless. Well, what's up with the shimmer? Weird. All right, so I think the next thing is 32 days out. We're gonna get our fertilizer converter. That's a word I didn't think I'd say twice in one day. I think we're gonna be fine because, ooh. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. We're gonna get Veneria 7 in orbit around Eve, and that one's a complicated one because it's got a lander. Oh, that's gonna be fun. All right, let's get this converter made. See if we can get it positioned. So I actually have a bunch of historic stuff. We have the Veneria, and then we have the Skylab 4 crews returning back, and then we have a resupply for the metallic ore drill site. Now this was actually ahead of schedule. So let's go ahead and just delete this, close the alarm, and that's in 10 days. I don't think I padded it that far out. So let me close this. We'll go to the MFB. But that's very true. I could have added another maneuver node inside the Ike sphere of influence and altered the trajectory. But because of, you know, celestial bodies and, you know, timing and alignment, it's possible it won't be there when I get there. It won't be in the way. It won't be a troll. So we need to go to the Mun. Oh, wait. We want to go... I didn't know I could do that. Oh, no, I don't want to go there. Sputnik 2. Let's just go to the base. So a lot of little things happening. But as soon as the base gets stabilized, then I won't have so many little things to do. And then hopefully we're going to be, you know, doing shuttle launches. And then we have to put some, once we get everything and self-sufficient and I'm happy with how everything is, might have to increase it and get, because for habitation, for true habitation, you want to use colony supplies and the big habitation modules. I might do some launches to Duna with some supplies. Maybe put a little tiny floating gas station up there just in case. Fuel tank, gas station. Alright, so let's see what ground construction says for a time frame. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's the truss. Where's the... I had this happen once before. Oh, somehow the queue got cleared. Dang it. Darn it. Don't see it. So let's see here. If we switch over to... So this is the truss. And it's got some progress reported. And we go over to... Unless it's done and I didn't see the message. No, it's 69.9% done. So something happened that altered the progress. And I had that happen the first time I used the mod too. Well, the first time I went to print something. So let's go over here. Open up the construction window. So it's been reset. Doggone it. Well, I'm still going to add a Kerbal alarm clock just so I can do planning. Well, that's a bummer. Hoping to convert some fertilizer. And again, how many days is that? So we should have 2 on the queue. There's the truss. Alright, there it is. 36 days. Bummer. I'm a little saddened. Let's close that. Do an F5. I do have something I want to do here. I'm probably going to do it offline. But all the resources I have stored here, with the exception of the supplies, can all be transferred into the inflatables. And then I can disassemble a lot of this bulk so I don't have all these parts hanging out here. I do need this, and I do need this and that. But yeah, I want to repaint that to something else maybe. Alright, so anyways, so the next thing, again, is 10 days. So we'll go ahead and do that. It's quite a min base, lots of parts. Oh, mun, yeah, yep. Well, and it's not done yet because we still have a truss, another truss we're going to connect, and we're going to have this converter, and I still have to put real habitation here. Right now, I just have this hitchhiker and this temporary thing, and we're not making water yet, so I still have to do that. All right, so delete this. Have that go away. Can you please go away? Thank you. And oh wait, why didn't I get a jump to ship? Stored vessel ID is no longer exist. What happened? Okay, so let's do this. What happened? I'm a little confused. I was really looking forward to this too. Hey, Musimia, how do you pronounce that? Sorry, I can't read my chat. Musmia, how you doing? So I have a craft that poofed. And this is going to be a really cool one because I was going to have to get the orbiter inside the atmosphere. I was going to have to, or actually I was going to have to change the periapsis, dislodge the lander, and then go back to the orbiter, change the periapsis back, and do, I'm bummed. I am so bummed. There's 1. 4. There's Mariner 9, so it would have been before that. Are these ellipses your way? I don't know that word. Drat. Drat. And there's nothing floating out there. I wonder if something happened and I didn't see a message. I'm French. Alright, so ellipses? You mean eclipse? The orbits? Yeah, there's nothing. I don't see anything out here. What do we have here? We have Veneria 4, Veneria 1. And we have Mariner 2. Doggone it. You know, I so much want to do this. I really do. So, are you talking about the orbits? Are they mine? Are these your way? Trying. So, let's see here. What could I do? I really want to do that too. So, is what we can do here. Yeah, the orbits. Yeah, all the orbits are mine. Alright, so this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. Let's try this two different ways. One way, we'll use the move vessel mod because it can spawn. We'll see if it does it correctly. And of course, we're going to detach a lot of stuff just so we have the actual satellite that we actually had coming out here. So let's see here. Let's go out to... let's go here. Oh, well, we've got to do this. Doggone it. Alright. Got to return the crew of the Skylab 4, and we cannot dilly-dally, because these guys are going to run out of food. That's alright. I mean, that's not alright, but... So what I want to do is either use the in-game cheat to put the vessel into orbit around Eve, or use a mod to do it. And then, because I really want to do that mission. So the vessel disappeared. That was weird. I didn't delete it. I didn't see any error message. I wonder if it... I wonder if there's a message that it collided with something. That would have been disturbing. Alt F12? Yeah, Alt F12 to get it over there. Alright, so where are the dudes at? Are you guys... Oh, you guys are in here. So we got to transfer our crew back to our... Well, first of all, how much fuel do we got? We got a lot of fuel. So we're going to transfer half of this fuel. Whoa. I don't... Alright, that's fine. Should be enough. Because I'm going to have to deorbit this thing, and I didn't put any engines on it. I have some veneers, veneers, however they're pronounced. So anyways, we'll be able to use those. So let's transfer our crew back. So let's transfer. Wait for that. Transfer you. And let's transfer you. We got our crew back. Now, the last time I did this, the mod that gives me the historical contracts. See, the days didn't tick down even though they were. So anyways. So, we'll do we'll just do it and force a completion of it. Because I flew them up here, I transferred them, and I had the check marks. It just, for some reason, the timer doesn't tick down. Or it resets when you start transferring the crew back or something. I don't know. Alright, so let's go ahead and undock. Switch to our craft. Turn on SAS and RCS. Let's back away a little bit. Let's go and shut up our shoot staging here. That's the drogues. Oops. That's right. Alright, then we want to move away from the station a little bit. Alright, cool. And what we want to do here is point retrograde. And we're going to decrease our orbit. I actually want to land where it's lit, so we're going to bring this down to 80, and then we'll come over here, and then lower. lower our other side of our orbit. That's fine. So then we'll come right to here. And we're going to put this at 40. 49. Alright, so before I execute that, where's the station at? There it is. F5. Let's go ahead and execute that node. There goes the station. There goes Skylab. So again, all we're going to do is what I did is I lowered part of our orbit, and now we're going to execute our deorbit burn. That way we land where it's daylight, for the most part. Oh, I don't even have enough to do that full burn. Oh, this could be because I transferred the fuel. But right now the RCS is doing that. How much monopropellant do we have? Not much. I hate to say this, that ain't gonna work. So let's kill this. But I think since we have an 80, I think with the monopropellant I can probably get this down. Alright, let's do that. Not very good planning on my part. We just lost all of our electrical charge because we're out of fuel, and oh dear lord. Okay, so they have 32 days of food and 7 days of habitation. Now we're out of power, but I have Kerbals. So are they going to be able to use the RCS? Looks like it. No? Okay, so I want to do... Wait, am I going the right way? Yep. It's the game stuttering. So, we've definitely stretching the limits of our resources here. Let me kill this. Let me just tag that. So I just want to make sure we enter the atmosphere and we don't have to do an aero brake. So we're gonna put this down to 40, and it looks like we're gonna have the monopropellant to do it. Now we don't have any electrical charge. The new rule is if you don't have an electrical charge, you can't do anything. But if you have Kerbals and they're there, they can flip switches. So, hope that works. Alright, and... Oh. Well. Since we don't have any juice, we're not holding SAS here. Alright, and 40. Alright. So now, we'll just warp over here. Not very exciting. I get it. Alright, so let's go ahead and decouple this. And let's pull our antenna in. Maybe. I have the antenna. Go. And we're just gonna let gravity and drag do the rest of the work for us here. So we have absolutely no electrical charge. Our blader is starting to get eaten up a little bit here. We should see some flames around 52, I think. Yep, all right. Well, we should make it. As long as the Kerbals can reach up there and grab the emergency shoot button, it'll be okay. Now, unfortunately, we didn't do anything with supplies like I wanted to. I might do it off screen. Off stream. Not screen. Stream. That way I don't waste your guys' time. So it's going to be a nighttime landing somewhere. Great. Now, I think there might be a Soyuz Apollo thing, so we could be launching another one of these with a Soyuz, and that was the first, like, international, you know, cooperative thing. And I'm predicting a water landing. Alright, so ablator held pretty darn good. Very proud of the ablator. All right, so we're 20,000 up. I'm gonna wait until we're gonna accelerate time here a little bit. We'll get to like about here. All right, cool. So our Kerbals will not perish. They won't die. Still have monopropellant, don't I? Hee. Yeah. So, we're falling pretty darn fast. These inflate at 2,500 meters, I think. And I do... That slows us down. Still very lethal. And that one inflates at 1,000. And that should slow us down. Oh, we're going to land in the water. See what that slows us down to. What? This slows us down to 10, 11 meters per second. And this will survive, so the Kerbals will survive. But this has only got a crash of 9 meters per second. So I'm going to wait until we get a little bit closer. And then I'm going to pull the other chute. Shoots. All right. And that slows us down to a nice, comfortable 6 meters per second. Oh, yeah. And then we have a resupply. All right. So, oops. Did you get more money back for not exploding the heat shield? Well, let's find out. So if I do a recovery, the recovery menu will tell you what you recover in parts. Science and your I almost said gerbils, your Kerbals. Do 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 do. Maybe. I hate to say this, I might have to go through and like clean up some of my base stuff so I have less stuff for it to keep track of. Alright, so we recovered no science. And all the stuff, so is the heat shield in here? Is the parachutes, guidance unit, I'm pretty sure it's going to be in here. Auto propellant, I got them, and the ablator, so yep. So I recover 1,405 funds. And then my dudes. Oh, yeah, you got 23 for it. Okay, so with that in mind, and with I'm going to experiment with the Veneria thing. I don't want to do it with you guys on the stream because I think it would be unfair. It wouldn't be an actual mission. So I'm going to go ahead and end my stream a little earlier today since we're at a good stopping point and the game's getting really slow. So is what I want to ask you guys a favor is let's go do a friendly visit to another fellow streamer. She is playing some Conan. She's plucky, she's fun, she's got short hair, it's blue. You'll like her. Everyone likes her. So do a friendly Gamer Circle visit. Right there. Her name's Continue. She's a lot of fun. Ask her this. When you go over there, if you go over there and follow her and you hang out, tell her that Andy said you would touch my butt. And she will. She will. So go over there, click on that link, do me a favor, give her a follow. She's a variety streamer. She's a lot of fun. And tell her to touch your butt. Right? So I'm going to give her a host. I want to thank everyone that came out today. Appreciate it very much. I should be streaming tomorrow, so look forward to that. Might be a little later, don't know. So, you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys later.